Hello. Today we're going to talk about implied main ideas. I'm going to talk you through the information that you find in chapter 4 in your book, and I'm going to have you do some exercises today, both in your book and online. So, an implied main idea is a main idea that's suggested. It's not clearly stated in one sentence. Unlike other paragraphs that we've looked at where the main idea is one of the sentences, in some paragraphs there is no sentence that gives you the main idea. Instead, it's implied, which means that you have to figure it out based on the supporting details. Let's look at this cartoon for an example. Two women are sitting at a table having lunch, and one of them says, "Kenny hasn't spoken to me for 2 months. He won't return my calls, and he's been seeing one of my friends. Do you think I should break up with him?" So she doesn't tell us her main idea, but we can look at these supporting details. The supporting details are 1, her boyfriend hasn't spoken to her in 2 months, 2, he won't call her back, and 3, he's dating one of her friends. So the implied main idea is that he has already broken up with her. To find a main idea when it's not directly stated, we have to ask the same questions we've already been using to find main ideas. The first one is, who or what is the topic about? What's the topic? And then, what's the main point the author is trying to make about the topic? When we think we know the main point, we need to test it by asking this question: does all or most of the material in the paragraph support this idea? Let's look at an example. We're going to read this paragraph. Please read along with me. Slashing their swords wildly, swordfish swim through schools of fish, trying to slice as many as possible. Then they feast. When hooked by fishermen, they have been known to fight non-stop for 3 or 4 hours. They have pulled some fishermen to their deaths, and if they're not clubbed senseless when captured, they will slash fishermen on the deck. A puncture wound by a swordfish bill means a severe and nearly instantaneous infection. Their sword, which is a bony extension of the upper jaw, is deadly sharp on the sides and can grow to a length of 4 or 5 feet. It is a weapon backed up by 500 pounds of sleek, muscular fish. Swordfish have even been known to attack boats, driving their swords right through the hull and at times sinking them. The topic of the paragraph is swordfish. Let's look at these choices for the main point. A. Swordfish will attack entire schools of fish. B. Swordfish will fight for hours when hooked and have even pulled some fishermen to their deaths. C. A swordfish bill can cause severe infections and even sink a boat. Or D. Swordfish are aggressive, dangerous fish. The correct answer is D. The other 3 answers are details that are in the paragraph, and they support this point that swordfish are aggressive and dangerous. Let's look at another example. All writers get bogged down now and then. Accept the fact that sooner or later writer's block will happen to you. When it does, one response is to try to write something, no matter how awkward or imprecise it may seem. Just jot a reminder to yourself in the margin. Fix this, redo, or ugh, to fine-tune the section later. Another way to deal with a writing snag is to leave a blank space, a spot for the right words when they finally come to mind at a later time. Then move on to an easier section, see if you can write that, and then return to the challenging part. It may also help to reread to yourself out loud what you've already written. Regaining a sense of the large context may be enough to overcome writer's block. You might also try talking your way through a troublesome section. Like most people, you probably speak more easily than you write. By speaking aloud, you tap this oral fluency and put it to work in your writing. So, what is the topic of the paragraph? A. Writer's block. B. Writing and talking. C. The writing process. Or D. Rereading your writing. The answer is A. As you can see, the word writer's block or a synonym appears 4 times in the text. Now, which statement best expresses the main idea of the paragraph? A. Writing is not easy. B. There are various ways to deal with writer's block. C. Talking about what you're trying to write may help you break out of a writing snag. Or D. Write easier sections of the paper first and come back later to a harder section. And the answer is B. So if we look at these answers, A is much too broad. Writing is not easy. It also doesn't include the topic. We already identified that the topic was writer's block. So the main idea should have something to do with writer's block. Choices B and C are too narrow. Each of these is a different way to deal with writer's block. So those are supporting points to B, which is there are various ways to deal with writer's block. Okay, right now I want you to stop this video and I want you to complete practice 1 and practice 2 on pages 146 to 150. After you complete those, you can watch the next video to see the answers and to get more information.